The ranch partnership that offers you shelter through shared devotion is not merely a menage trope for romantic abundance, but a profound negotiation demanding you confront the parts of yourself that have been conditioned to equate motherhood with solitary sacrifice and worth with self-effacement. And true belonging requires not accepting provision through grateful compliance alone, but integrating the weight of your own sovereignty until love becomes an act of radical reciprocity rather than performative gratitude. In Shared by the Cowboys, Stephanie Brother transforms the single-mom cowboy menage romance into precise exploration of feminine agency and embodied accountability, proving security isn't found in being claimed, it's forged in honoring the woman beneath the caretaker role, when every Western expectation demands she remain either weary matriarch or passive recipient. From hay dust and warm milk narration, listeners enter worlds where partnership is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable vow. Perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent Western romance, where female complexity defies damsel or martyr binaries. When Elara Vance arrives at the Double R Ranch, expecting temporary refuge through dutiful domesticity, she discovers her cowboy's commanding tenderness mirrors the exact suppression they've endured beneath years of performative stoicism, and their quiet refusal to enforce traditional provider dynamics creates space for connection defying patriarchal hierarchy. Navigating co-parenting rhythms and buried attractions, Elara realizes this arrangement isn't about rescue but recalibration, with Brother avoiding reducing Elara to fragile single mom or her partners to domineering archetypes, instead crafting radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as intimacy blurs them. An audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Elara's disciplined composure softening into clarity and her partner's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls, learning some bonds can only be claimed when you stop letting necessity define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical menage fare is portraying domestic intimacy as somatic practice rather than romanticized fantasy, with Elara confronting how ranch culture equated worth with utility, while her partners create sanctuary where her contradictions exist without diminishment, their relationship evolving through shared silences during chore rotations bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both familial integrity and psychological safety, and mutual defense against townspeople mistaking tenderness for obligation, supported by fellow ranch hands encoding suppressed longing, elders carrying intergenerational weight, and the land itself absorbing decades of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward process is technique and presence is sustainable resource, with household rituals mirroring emotional attunement and surrendered roles becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred reclamation, with narrators embodying Elara and her partners with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant cattle calls, rain against bunkhouse eaves, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring restorative cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining single-mom menage romance by centering female epistemology within Western frameworks and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to receive on your own terms, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by survival.